Hi there, it's Betsy McLoughlin, and I wanted to address something that has come up a few times from different people private messaging me, and it's the feeling of hopelessness. I certainly understand that feeling. Um, when you've tried so many things and nothing's working, or it works for a little bit, but then it doesn't, and life gets in the way, and you turn to the comfort that you have had with food, the temporary comfort that it provides you. And the if you're trying to lose weight, that the weight stops, or the weight you gain weight. If you're not trying to lose weight and you just feel like poo because of what you're putting in your mouth, it can all feel very overwhelming, and just like you can feel like you're at the end of your rope. And I'm here to offer you a different a different possibility, and that is from firsthand experience, battle scars of the multiple wars and battles I have put myself and my body through, and have made it through all of those wars. If you don't know anything about my story, at one point I weighed 500 pounds. And it took me a long time and a very up and down and all around meandering path to release the weight. It wasn't, just one thing, one and done. It was a series of different things. And the first 200 pounds were through a lot of force, a lot of control, a ton of deprivation. And that was most of my life, of deprivation. And we all know how well deprivation goes. After a while, you're just like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. Complete liquid diets, 500 calories, and so many other things, weighing every morsel of food, following the plan, to the letter, and then the scale isn't moving, and just being told, just go work out some more, stop eating so much, stop eating at 4 o'clock, run an extra mile, all the things that many of us have been told, strangers coming up to you in the supermarket, judging what you have in your cart, um, telling you about some fad diet that they're promoting. And it went on and on, and all of that, the judgment that I was very aware of other people projecting at me, as well as the judgment that I projected at myself, many times made me feel like this was hopeless. And I'm here to say, don't ever give up. And if you do give up, that's okay. Just pick yourself up and start over again. Like the analogy that many people use, babies, they don't learn how to walk in a day, most of them. There are some exceptions, right? But most kids, they fall, they stumble, they get up, they laugh, they get bruises, they may cry, and they just get up and they keep going. Some kids start by crawling and scooting on their butts. They don't even try walking. My son was pulling himself up on the couch and walking around holding onto the couch. And that's how he first started learning to walk. So everybody has their own way of learning. And so what if there is no one size fits all, and what works for you? And if you're in a space where you feel overwhelmed, know that there are so many people out there who understand, who get it. And I'm one of them. And I did another video recently on just how, for most of my life, I felt very alone. I felt very isolated, that no one could possibly understand what I was going through. And I have now come to realize that that was just something I projected on myself. And there are many, many people going through similar situations and similar emotions. So what if nothing that you have done is wrong? And where can you go from here? And those are some of the things that I learned I really needed to let go of, because as long as I was punishing myself and having the self-hatred, well, guess what? It's a vicious cycle to have that continue. And I chose something different. I was like, no, we got to do something different. And I looked at every aspect of my life and what was I putting in my mouth? What was I saying to myself? What was I projecting at my body? What was I allowing other people to project at me? And I really looked at all of it and made a lot of changes. It didn't happen overnight. It wasn't smooth sailing. It was up and down, and I fell down a lot. I had bruises, I had bumps. I still do. Certainly far from perfect. My message, my overall message though, is it's never, ever, ever too late, no matter where you are. If you would like to change things, do one little thing. Doesn't have to be all these big, grand things all at once. It can be, but what will work for you? So I would love to hear from you if I can contribute. Hit that like and share button and see what you would like to create in your world. And thank you so much for being here and listening. And I'm Betsy McLoughlin until the next time. And if there's any questions you have or some things you'd like to hear me talk about, please let me know. I'll be happy to create something. Thanks. Bye.